Jacen is waiting in this very extravagant room, and he's struggling like what to say to Tenel when he gets a chance to speak to her privately. But Jacen then hears Tenel's voice, and she's at the door, and she asks him, "Can I come in?" And she's just kind of standing there in the door. She's wearing a cloak over her arm, so she's covering it up. And Jason's like, "Of course," and this becomes my like favorite scene in the whole book. They both start talking to each other, and they both start talking at the same time, and they're talking like super quickly. Jason's like, "I'm sorry, if I wasn't trying to impress you with my dueling skills, I would have seen your lightsaber was failing." And Tenel's like, "No, the fault's mine. I believe my warrior skills could overcome anything. I didn't even look at the faults in my weapon." And Jason's trying to argue back, and he's like, "No, it's my fault." And Tenel's like, "No, it's my fault." And then she throws off her cloak, and she shows Jacen the stump of her arm. And she's like, this is the first time Jacen's seen it since the accident. Jacen like looks at her, and he's like, "If I listened to the Force more, that would have never happened." And he points to her arm. And then she's like, "If I was using the Force, I would have seen that from the start my lightsaber crystal was faulty." And Jacen is like trying to argue back against her, and he doesn't know what to say. He can't. And he's just like, and then he's like, "Do you want to hear a joke?" Like, that's all he can think of to say. And Tenel looks at him, and then she actually starts laughing. And she starts laughing so hard she has like tears streaming down her face. And Jacen's obviously confused because he hasn't told the joke yet. But Tenel tells him, like, "I've missed this. We've always been in competition with each other. Shall we compete now for the blame?" And Jacen's like, "I just want you to accept my apology." And she tells him, like, "I forgive you, my friend." And they hug, and they're both like kind of crying. And I just love this scene. I actually kind of teared up reading it. It's such a good communication between them as friends.